you were telling us about the arguments being put forward by Sisodia's team, as Manish Sisodia's lawyer is currently saying that you issued him summons 3 times, out of which twice he has duly appeared before you for whatever questioning you had for him. How can you say that he is being non-cooperative just because he is not giving answers that suit your requirement can't be considered as grounds for arrest? But it is not just about what he is not saying. CBI note yesterday clearly mentioned that they have questioned him, confronted him on the basis of evidence and testimonies that they have gathered over the course of their 8 months of investigation, which includes that of his close aide Dinesh Arora, who turned approver, and his then secretary C. Arvind as well.
To your point about non-cooperation, Sisodia's counsel is saying their case is that I did not answer in the way they wanted me to answer. I will show why that is not a ground for remand. This is Dayan Krishnan. Also the lawyer now, the defense counsel for Sisodia, Dayan Krishnan, now trying to turn the tables and the heat on the Delhi LG by saying that LG had approved the changes that the CBI says were arbitrary. The LG approved it in May 2021, and LG is the complainant in the case. What do we make of this? So this is now, and you know, this argument Priya is on the lines of what the Aam Aadmi Party leaders have been saying, that why should LG not answer? Why is he not arrested? Why did the agencies not question him? Because whatever changes were made, whether legal, illegal, or with procedural lapses, they were all approved by the Delhi LG, who had a change of heart perhaps and then referred the entire case to the CBI. So let's see how the CBI responds to this.
Right, Madhav, while the CBI wants us to believe that the destruction of cell phones amounts to destruction of evidence, as Team Sisodia says, what am I supposed to do? I am a minister who handles several serious portfolios, several important portfolios in Delhi government. If my phone is not working, I will have to destroy it because of the nature of information that is contained in those cell phones.
Well, that's exactly the argument. You're absolutely right. In fact, he says, I'm the Minister of Finance and Education, or the legal team of Sisodia saying that I'm the Minister of Finance and Education. I cannot be giving my phone to a shop. It also goes on to say that they say Sisodia destroyed 3 out of 4 phones. Is he supposed to keep his phones before an FIR is registered? So clearly saying that there was no need for Sisodia to have actually kept his phones. He could not have possibly known that there would be an investigation. And in any case, given the fact that he is the Finance and Education Minister amongst his 18 portfolios here in Delhi, and therefore in fact cannot afford for his phone to be given or be misused commercially or exploited commercially. Another important point that has been made by the CBI is that the profit margin was enhanced from 5% to 12%. The eligibility criteria was changed from 100 crores to 500 crores. Sisodia has not been able to explain this change in the past 3 days. Now that's a very important one. What will the counter to this be from Manish Sisodia's team is something that we have to watch out for. But very important that details of the South Group meetings, where the meetings took place at Oberoi Hotel. Also talking about an individual, Vijay Nair, who we all know is another one of the accused in this entire case, has been mentioned. Also talking about the whole case being something regarding commission of 12% and 6%. All of these are some of the arguments that the CBI has mentioned before the court. The counters, of course, coming in from the defense side at the moment, but remains to be seen really what really comes out in terms of this entire proceedings which are currently underway inside the Rouse Avenue.
Right, Pranesh, even as we wait for more arguments to be made and the details to come out, it has eventually become a battle of perception, because today, if court grants CBI the custody of Manish Sisodia, BJP will claim vindication. If a political vendetta, CBI does not have a case. So given these 2 scenarios, a lot is riding on the judges in the Rouse Avenue court right now.
Not just the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Spare a thought for the Central Bureau of Investigation that is already facing a lot of flack. The CBI has arrested Manish Sisodia, and this is by all means a very high-profile arrest, and the agency, central agency, will have to justify the arrest, which is why you are saying the agency citing these things, the alleged irregularities, also saying that money exchanged hands, which is why we need his custodial interrogation. If that is denied, then the CBI has a lot of answering to do. And because we were talking about the custodial interrogation bit, Dayan Krishnan, Sisodia's lawyer, has said that you can't have a situation where the client is allowed to self-incriminate. and he cited the Article 23 of the Constitution. He says as long as this article remains, Article 23, he has the constitutional right. So it is getting intense, and the CBI also equally at it. And just to put this in context for our viewers, what is Article 23? It is protection to a person accused in any offence, and offers protection to a person accused of an offence without any coercion. So that's really the sum and substance of Article 23. But like you said, it is down to perception, and whenever this ends, whichever this tilts, you will have sharp reactions from all sides.
Right. Madhav, now while today the focus and spotlight is on Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, there have been details coming out from the same body of evidence and documents which also names Delhi Chief Minister, on the basis of which yesterday and today BJP has been going out all guns blazing, saying that it is going to be Chief Minister Kejriwal next, facing the heat from the CBI. What more can you add to that? Because earlier you were also telling about the implications of this case and the prosecution in the south. Madhav? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, sorry, didn't get that complete question. The audio wasn't very clear. But yes, the question and the role of the South group are once again coming in. Yes.
Yes, Madhav, I was asking you about the wider political implications beyond Manish Sisodia. Who is going to be next? Which big political face?
Well, very hard to really, say that what exactly the CBI is going to do. One cannot second guess what the agency has done. But yes, this entire link of the South group, particularly as far as politicians and leaders associated with Telangana and the BRS, has in fact come to the light. Allegations, at least in any case, have been made time and again. And one will really have to see which way the investigation pans out in terms of what transpires and whether any political link is actually drawn up through the course of this investigation. Remember, that is also a very sensitive matter, because politically speaking, as you rightly mentioned, it's not just about the politics of the national capital, but also the politics of Telangana, where there is already a massive political fight on between the BRS and the BJP in terms of who will be able to wrest power in the elections that are scheduled to take place by the end of the year. So this could potentially be another very important flashpoint, or another important turning point, at least as far as this investigation is concerned, and the political impact of this entire excise scam and its implications for the politics, not just here in Delhi, but also in Telangana.
Political impact becomes really important at a time when 9 states are going to polls and AAP is continuously looking at expanding its footprint. Mayank now joins us for the political strategy being played out outside the court, where the legal arguments are currently going on. Mayank, I am given to understand that both Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP are preparing to address media conferences in about 15 minutes from now. Give us the lowdown.
See, absolutely. As soon as the CBI had issued a summon to Manish Sisodia, there was a war of words between the Aam Aadmi Party and BJP, and this has been the case since the start of this investigation in this alleged, excise policy scam as being claimed by the BJP. So now that Manish Sisodia has been produced in this court, in the Rouse Avenue court by CBI, and CBI is seeking a remand of 5 days, neither parties, not the BJP, especially the Delhi unit of the BJP, which generally comes in the opposition against the Aam Aadmi Party in the assembly and also at the street in the national capital. So neither parties want to give the momentum and the political narrative away from them, and that's why they are trying to seize on whatever point that is emerging from the investigation that has been launched by CBI and also by ED. So at this point of time, this is the stretch leading towards the court, but the protest is on the other side of the court. But talking about what the political strategy both these parties are trying to employ, so the thing here is that the Aam Aadmi Party has been going on to the streets saying that this is a witch hunt by the BJP. All the central agencies such as the CBI and ED have been working at the behest of the BJP-led government at the center. So this is the main agenda and main narrative that the Aam Aadmi Party has been trying to go to the street to the people. Even yesterday, as soon as there were claims that Manish Sisodia can be arrested, Aam Aadmi Party leaders came out saying that we'll go out to public. So Aam Aadmi Party is trying to reach out to publics, going with their appeal, going with the message that these agencies such as CBI and ED are working on the powers on the orders given by the BJP and the BJP leadership. On the other hand, the BJP is saying these all arrests and all these claims and investigations, the points raised by CBI and ED in simultaneous investigations ratify their points that actually there were lots of crores of money was being made through this excise policy, and it was rather used in the assembly elections earlier this year that held in Punjab, where Aam Aadmi Party came to power with a sweeping majority, and in Goa. So BJP is up in the arms saying that our points have been validated by both the ED and CBI by making these charges, by framing all those charges against the Aam Aadmi Party top leadership in their charge sheets, and now by the arrest of Manish Sisodia. Yes. On the other hand, the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to reach out to mass in the national capital, saying that rather they are the victim of the political witch hunt launched by the BJP leadership and supported by these agencies.
Madhav, there is also an immediate headache that is waiting Arvind Kejriwal. Manish Sisodia was handling 18 portfolios, also including those that were vacated after Satyendra Jain was arrested. What happens to the Delhi cabinet right now? Because with 4 ministers, Kejriwal cannot run the government, but at the same time, it will be very important for him to keep up the messaging that goes out that they stand by their ministers, and therefore he might not be willing to remove them from the cabinet per se.